All right, Warren Pride Nation. Yesterday, we kind of did a quick rundown on new offensive coordinator Drew Petzing. Uh, so I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into him and do a two-part series on things that I like about him and the things that I'm not so fond of. So first, we're going to talk about what we like. First of all, his barber, on point, great look. I support the haircut completely. Second, he really likes to maintain a balanced offense. This sometimes works against him as he can have stubborn tendencies, much like Dan Campbell, where he runs the ball when he shouldn't, but he likes to build into plays through the run game and set up play action. He does this through what I think are some really great gap concepts. It creates mismatches along the offensive line, which is why even last year, with 11 different offensive line rotations and 13 different offensive linemen and three running backs missing time, the team still averaged, the Arizona Cardinals, that is, still averaged 4.6 yards a carry, middle of the pack, because the scheme was good. And in Detroit, I look for much of the same, with a much better back and hopefully much better lineman. For his quarterback play, play action. Goff excels in play action. That should continue here. Uh, he's really done a good job of maximizing quarterbacks where he's been. In fact, this past season, with Kyler Murray missing most of the season, Jacoby Brissett stepped in, threw for over 3,300 yards, 23 touchdowns, and only 8 interceptions. So he maximized the quarterback play, even on what, by all accounts, was a very bad offense. Additionally, he likes to use players that have varying skill sets. He places a high priority on tight end usage or wide receivers who can make moves down the field, getting the ball into playmakers' hands. Now, as we'll get into tomorrow, that can sometimes be to a detriment, but he does a good job of trying to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands and to the receivers with some space. So, also something I'm fond of. And finally, he's got a lot of experience with different positions groups. He's been a quarterbacks coach, been a wide receivers coach, he's been a tight ends coach, he's been part of the running back room. He has experience to let him understand how each part of the offense works as a unit and then in the whole. I think that'll do him good here in Detroit. So tell me, Lions fans, over the last 24 hours since we heard the news, have you seen anything that gives you some hope, or are you still a little frustrated with this hire? Let me know in the comments below.